We'll ask Coach Smith to make an opening statement, and then go to questions for Andre and Rodney. Coach?
Well, it was a good win for us. Certainly a gallant effort to come back and get a win against a very good team. Northwestern gives everybody problems. I thought we were able to do the things we had to get done. Hopefully they'll move on to the NCAA because they certainly deserve it.
Question for the student athletes. We'll start right out here. Let's get a mic to you.
Andre, coach has been saying all last week that he needed a guy on the team to be that go-to scorer. Is that a role that you thought coming into this game that you felt that you needed to take on?
Not really. It's just the opportunity to present itself where I had open shots and I just knocked them down. And I'm thankful for my teammates for passing me the ball. You know, it's not just one person to go to. It's if you have an open shot, it's open. It's just everybody working together.
Right down here.
Question for Rodney. Once the game got into overtime, what was the mindset of the team? It looked like you guys are playing a lot more energetic, confident, thinking you're going to win.
We've been in these overtime situations before, and we didn't come out on top. So, we knew that we just had to go out there and shut down their threes and, just get the stops that we needed and then convert on offense. And, we were very confident that we could do that, and we went out there and did it.
Back here.
Andre, coming into the game, you looked pretty loose heading into this game. Were there any nerves at all, being your first Big Ten tourney game?
No, it was no nerves. It's just, I was excited. I was excited to be out there, and this was a great opportunity for us.
Let's go right down here in front.
Andre, obviously your shots were falling today better than they have all season. Is that just a matter, do you feel more comfortable in this game than you have all season?
Yeah, it's just coming into a new season, like Coach said. This is a new beginning for us, and it's just the opportunity to present itself, and I think I was just feeling good tonight. Hopefully I can carry that on this whole tournament.
Back right here.
Obviously, playing without Ralph coming into this game, talk about Elliott's performance, and you guys went small down the stretch there, but you were still able to crash the boards and give you guys yourself a chance to win.
Rodney, will you take that one, please?
Elliott came out, early in the season. Ralph was out with the ankle injury, and Elliott had to start for him and play for him, and he did a really good job. And we just reminded him of those games early in the season, and he came out here and he played tough out here for us tonight.
Additional questions for the student athletes back down here in front.
You guys have played under a lot of pressure for the last several games down the stretch, and it seemed like almost tonight, I guess you could have looked at it a couple ways, as if you have a whole lot of pressure on you because you got to win this in all of them, or you don't really have a whole lot of pressure at all because you're a low seed and not a lot of people expected you to win. Did you guys just feel looser tonight?
Andre, start with you, please.
Okay. I think we really didn't think about pressure and not pressure. It was just going in and playing our game and playing hard. We know that, we were well prepared for Northwestern. We played, this our third time playing them, and it wasn't any nerves or any pressure going in. It was just, we just had to be focused, come in and give a great effort.
Rodney, you want to add to that?
Yeah, like Andre said, it wasn't really any pressure out there because, like you said, nobody's really expecting us to come out here and do anything. So we know that we just got to come out here and play our brand of basketball, and and we'll come out with W's.
Got time for a couple more for the student athletes, if there are any. Right here in front.
It's been a long time since you've seen Michigan. It was right at the beginning of the Big Ten season. Is that something that it makes it harder to do or easier because you haven't seen them, and you guys obviously look different than you did then without Ralph?
Rodney, start with you.
It's probably a little harder for us because, like you said, it's been so long. But we know that they're a team that can shoot the three really well. Just like this Northwestern team, and they run the same kind of offense and the defense as well. So we just gotta, like I said, we just gotta come out and play our style of ball. Get stops and run the floor, and we'll be all right.
does that help? Having played Northwestern, and you said they're somewhat similar to Michigan, does it help with the short prep?
Rodney? Go ahead.
I think that definitely helps us because they're a similar team. So we just got to go out there with the same mindset that we had tonight, and we'll be just fine.
Take one more for these guys before we let them go back to the locker room. Anybody? You have one?
Have you guys thought all about past the Big Ten tournament, NCAA tournament, NIT? Has that been talked about before this tournament at all?
Andre, will you take that one?
Most definitely. We most definitely want to continue to play. It's just we get that from our coach, the passion for the game, and we just want to continue to play our hearts out. It's just the steps we have to take in order to get to that point, and we just have to take care of Michigan next in order to keep moving on.
Fellas, thank you. You may go back to the locker room. Congratulations. Again, the Minnesota locker room will open until 8:15. The Northwestern locker room will be open until 8:22. Now we'll go to questions for Coach Smith. Start right here.
Tubby, obviously Andre had a great night. Is this something that you've just seen him slowly building up to be the kind of go-to guy you've been looking for?
Well, he's been that way all year. He's got the leadership characteristics that you need, and then he has the skill set. He's got great form on his shot. His ball handling is improving. His defense is the biggest thing that he had to improve on, and he's done a good job there. So, yeah, we saw it, and that's what happens over the course of a season. You expect him to get better, and he's gotten better, and he showed it tonight.
Right out here.
Coach, what was the biggest difference for you between the game today and then the game in Evanston just last month?
Well, we played, they played extremely well there, and it was on the road. It was, I'm not, looking back, it was John Sherna night. I think he was just passing. He had a great game, and he's an excellent player. He's hard to defend. I thought that was one of our problems, just defending there. And we gave up a lot of easy baskets in the back door, and that was a real problem for us. And when you get behind like that on the road and you're a young team, you're inexperienced and trying to come back. Today we're behind. We came back and did a good job. So I think that was the major difference, because we did a good job on the boards there and everything else, but we didn't take care of the ball. Today we did a better job. Up there, I think we had 21 turnovers. Here we only had 14.
Back down here.
Forgetting my question. Somebody else go. Oh, I wanted to say, do you feel like you saw more fight in your guys tonight?
Pardon me?
Do you feel like you saw more fight?
Well, I told them all that they've, you want to respect your opponents, but you don't want to, don't fear no one. And I thought that's one of the things, don't go out there fearful of the 1-3-1, and because I think that was just attack, and so we wanted to go with that type of mentality. And in the second half, that's what we did. We changed our defensive scheme, and that paid off. It took away some of the threes. We were able to keep pressure on as far as full court pressure is concerned, and that was huge for us because I think it, kind of where it gets us going, gives us some confidence, that coach believes in us, and we've got to keep attacking and not, play to win and not play to lose. So that's what I saw in them today.
Right down here.
We noticed that after a while you went with a smaller lineup. You guys were able to get up.
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
After a while, you were able to go with a smaller lineup and
Yeah.
still be effective, pressuring and causing some turnovers, getting in transition.
Well, we thought that the rebounding edge was to us, and we just felt like we needed to have better defense on the perimeter. And so even though Elliott had 4 fouls on him also, Rodney had 4 fouls, so it was just because of that situation, dictate us going small as well. And I wanted to get, Julian, because we needed good ball handling, better ball handling, and want to get Chip in the game because he's a pretty good ball handler. And so that's why we went with a smaller lineup, and it paid off.
Right in front.
Tubby, John Sherner never really got comfortable out there in the end of the second half and then into overtime. I mean, what was the key to shutting him down or really just not letting him get going?
What was the key to? Well, we wanted to keep the ball off him as much as possible, make him put it on the floor in the second half. You know, when he's a great spot-up shooter, and they set a lot of screens for him. So we wanted to run him off the three-point line as much as we could, and I thought we did a better job of that in the second half, making him drive the ball to the basket. And that was our game plan. It was our game plan from the beginning, but it wasn't working. But we changed our defense. Against the zone, they were just carving us up and lighting us up from outside. So we went away from the zone in the second half and primarily played nothing but man-to-man.
Julian was back in there after 2 games out. How did you think he responded to having that extended layoff?
Big-time shots. He made a big 3 today. I thought he played tough. You know, play and you have an injury, the conditioning part goes first. And I think he showed a lot of toughness and good conditioning today, and that was important. He did some good things for us, and I was impressed with how he contributed.
Got time for 2 more. We'll go right here first.
Tell me on Michigan, everyone says that Michigan's a tough prep, and on one day, is what Rodney said effective, that it's easier to do that on one day, or Michigan's tough regardless?
They're tough regardless. You're not going to, they just are playing with a lot of confidence. They've got some, talented players. We haven't seen them in a long time, since early in the season. But again, there are some similarities in their offensive style and their defensive style, but it's 2 different teams, and they're very athletic in key positions with Burke. So we really we'll have our hands full, but it's always a tough prep for a John Beilein team.
Last one right here.
You guys obviously put the ball in Andre's hands for the last play of regulation, and even though he missed it, it seemed like guys were looking to him in overtime as well. Does that just speak to obviously how well he was playing, but also how much trust his teammates are getting in him?
Well, yeah, he's got that ability. I said earlier, he has all the traits, and that's why we recruited him. Sometimes as coaches, you're looking for other things and you're hoping that you get, but he's more serious-minded now. I think he's matured a lot, and that's helped a lot. He's always been an outstanding shooter. It's just knowing when to shoot, when not to shoot, and that's the biggest challenge for players. And I think he's learned and when to pass, when not to pass. But yeah, the guys, I have a lot of trust in them and a lot of faith in him that he can make plays for us. So we were having problems with too many turnovers, so we thought maybe we just give it and put it in one guy's hand. It wasn't so much. It was pretty much to kind of cut down on the turnovers, to be honest with you, because we've been a little shaky, but we were better in the second half, and that helped. Right?
Thank you, Coach.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.